This week on QB7, best NFL careers from Heisman winning quarterbacks. Now, I had to throw the suit on for this one because I'm fresh off the show. But at the same time, I attended the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and I know you have to get suited and booted just to be in the building. Number 7, Doug Flutie. Known for the greatest Hail Mary in college football, Doug Flutie played for 4 teams in 10 seasons. He was amazing at what he did, and I think for everybody, they probably can remember his greatest years being in Buffalo. Doug Flutie was as consistent as they come. He was solid, and he was a guy that you can bring in to mold a young quarterback or even plug him in to play and have some success. Doug Flutie was one of the Heisman Trophy candidates who had a successful NFL career. Number 6, Vinny Testaverde, winning the Heisman Trophy coming out of University of Miami in 1986. Vinny was a guy who played 21 seasons and was very consistent and solid. Another guy that you can plug in and be one of the best players on the field. And check this, Vinny Testaverde is ranked in the top 16 in all passing categories. Who would have thought? But I can tell you this, I had a chance to watch Vinny Testaverde myself, and if I was a GM, I would have had him playing quarterback for my team. Number 5, Carson Palmer, coming out of USC in 2002, won the Heisman, and in 2005, this guy led the NFL in passing touchdowns. Now currently, he's ranked 13th on the passing touchdowns all-time list and ranked 12th in completions on the all-time list. Not bad for a guy who played in Cincinnati. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Now look, Lamar already broke one of my records. And who knows what's going to happen to the rest of them. The offense that he's playing in, he could potentially shatter all records for running quarterbacks. And I'm cool with that. Listen, Lamar is one of the best quarterbacks to line up behind center. I've never seen anything like it. And credit to the guys who's coaching Lamar. They've done a great job with him. Lamar Jackson winning the Heisman in 2016 proved to be one of the greatest quarterbacks to line up behind the center in his young career right now. Number 3, Cam Newton. Now check this out. Cam was the first player to win a national championship, win the Heisman Trophy, and be drafted number 1 in the same year. And that year was 2010. There was a lot of pressure put on Cam because of all the accolades that he had and the resume that he built, but rightfully so. And I think Cam lived up to the expectations. He's had a stellar career in the National Football League, and I think he'll continue to do great things as he progresses and grow older behind the center. Number 2, Jim Plunkett. Jim won the Heisman in 1970, when I think the game was probably at its most difficult point. I say that because the game has evolved and became easier, but back in those times, football was hard. 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. And like I said before, and I reiterate it again, this man played in an era where the game was really hard and tough. Shout out to Jim Plunkett. Number 1, Rodgers, winning the Heisman in 1963. This man went on to accomplish some great things. 2-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl MVP, and a member of the 1970s All-Decade team. Now we can easily argue that he's the reason that Dallas is called America's team, because he was the face of the franchise and he made this team look good and amazing as he went on his historic run in 11 seasons. Honorable mention. Listen, I never won the Heisman, but I was a number 1 pick. And I had an opportunity to be in that room and know how special it was. I had a chance to bring my mom with me, and look, I thought I was going to win the Heisman, but I also knew, being a freshman, that it was far-fetched. But like I said, to be in such great company and to have such a great time in New York and experience what I experienced was so worth it, man. It's a memory that'll last me a lifetime, and I'm glad that I was just a Heisman Trophy candidate at the end of the day.